Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to The Nerd is the Word. I am Josh.
I'm Jeff.
And you probably noticed that once again, we were missing for like a couple weeks. I feel like before we even knew this, I owe you guys an explanation because you guys watch the videos. It's not fair for us or for us to just go dark for like a while and then just come back like, hey, don't act like that. And
Bravo 6 going dog.
yeah, I had a tragedy in my life. I explained last time in the video that my cat was getting sick, and we ended up having to take him to a vet and get him put down. So it wasn't a fun time, and I kind of just me and Serena wanted to just get things back to normal. After that, and I started a new job and everything, but I promise, and you can even ask Jeff, the entire time we were making plans on what we're doing. It was a matter of this past year hit me personally harder than 2020 ever did.
Yeah.
So, everyone got their licks in 2020. I'm just now getting mine. So I thank you all for your patience. Like I said, I never once forgot about the channel or anything. It was a matter of I had to do that, and then the weeks following were not easy. So but luckily everything's fine now.
Yeah, you're working a retail job during Christmas shopping season. I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
People get it.
yeah. And I mean, life. But like I said, I promise I didn't forget about it. And I would say ask Jeff, but unless you know his email. Yeah, him, that guy right there. You can even ask him. I was constantly texting him with ideas for this. So
Yeah, like we made a lot of plans. It was just like we couldn't find the time to both be able to sit down and get everything
yeah,
done.
yeah, and I told him I felt bad for it, but also I had to get my life back in order. But everything's fine now. So we have plans, and you guys are going to see the benefits of those plans. Sorry, I got a little something on the screen. But
I mean, right now we're gonna try out some of the. So we've thought about doing like some shorter videos because, like, I know we've done like the podcast. Those are usually an hour long.
Yeah.
We've talked about doing the watch alongs. Again, the hardest time is just finding like the 2 hours to just sit and watch a movie and just like talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So like we're eventually going to get to those. Like we want to do the Dark Knight trilogy first. It's like we want to get like Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises. Like we
Yes,
want to
and
do
I
just because it's a simple short thing, just like 3 films, but like they were so good that it just needs to be
oh,
done.
oh yeah, and like you said, it's just a matter of finding the time to do it because it's easy to watch a movie, but when you're trying to record reactions and like kind of like a audio commentary, it's kind of like, okay, when are you free? Oh, I'm working that day. But yeah, like he said, we want to do Dark Knight. I really want to do a comparison between the Ron Perlman Hellboy and the new one. So we have plans. Don't think we abandoned you guys because we didn't. I felt like I owed you guys an explanation as to why we kind of went dark for a little bit. Just things weren't easy on my end, but everything's fine now. We're back to normal, and you guys are going to be getting videos, great content. We got plans. We got some great plans.
Yeah. So the first thing that we wanted to do, something simple. I know that the Spider-Man No Way Home, the second trailer just came out where they really showed us a bunch of the Sinister Six.
Oh, they did the damn
So
thing.
yeah, so we just wanted to kind of like do a quick little review on that, seeing as how the movie comes out in what, like 3 weeks.
I think so. What is it, the 13th or something like that? Or not? Maybe not 13th. When is
Ooh, that's
that's yeah. I can't remember the exact date. I just know it's next month. So
yeah, it was like mid-December. That's all I remember.
yeah,
The 17th. So
17th. It was a team. I got that right at least.
yeah, so it's if the calendar pulls up, it'll be, what is this? 1, 2, 3. It's like 3 weeks from Friday. So
Yeah.
so this is like we're probably gonna put this up on Thanksgiving. Yay, spend Thanksgiving with us. Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, by the
Oh,
way.
also, Yeah. Also, not only Thanksgiving, we have been doing this for a year.
Yeah, I
We
I did see
we
that. It's the 1 year anniversary. So I
yeah.
think we'll probably do, because I know we wanted to film like a full podcast episode. So we'll probably do that for the next one and talk about like the year anniversary, and which
And
is
I'm gonna
crazy that it's
finally
been a
watch
year.
Shang-Chi.
Now that's on Disney Plus. I saw it in theaters. Come on now.
Yeah, well, here's my thing, okay? I'm a
Six
broke. I'm
six
broke.
dollar movie tickets on Tuesdays.
I spent I know. And
That's why I went and
worst
saw
part is
Eternals yesterday.
yes, which I wanted to see that. My brother-in-law wanted to go see Ghostbusters, and I was like, I wanted to see it.
Yeah, that one. I think
But
that one's next for us is Ghostbusters, and then
and
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, but
But
yeah.
yeah,
So the trailer came out, and so it was very eye opening. So we got to see. I think the first trailer, like we really didn't get to. They just kind of like teased the villains. So like the
yeah,
only
the
one you
first
really saw
trailer.
was Doc Ock, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, the
like you
first trailer,
you
all you
heard
saw
Green
was Doc
Goblin.
Ock.
Like you
Mhm.
heard Green Goblin, you saw the little like pumpkin grenade, but like that was honestly it that we knew for like villains. And then this trailer comes out, and like we get to see Jamie Foxx as Electro, which they did make him blue. It's fantastic.
No,
And then
my
he even looks like when he's doing like when he's powered up with the electricity, like it
you can
looks
see
like his
the
original suit, yeah, with like the little spikes in it. It looks great.
oh, it's so
We got to
cool.
see
It looks so great.
we got to see visuals for Sandman. We got to see the Lizard. We got to see Green Goblin and Hobgoblin. Right? Like it wasn't. That was not the same Green Goblin.
It wasn't. And see, here's my thing. I'm wondering if it was Hobgoblin, which I wouldn't mind it. Which see, everyone was saying that Jamie Foxx, James Franco was the new Goblin, which I think he was supposed to. That's just they didn't want to use Hobgoblin, but yeah, it could either be Franco, Dane DeHaan or Han, however you say his last name, or maybe it's a new Green Goblin for Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I mean, we don't know yet.
And so that would be cool to see if maybe since they kind of the fans didn't really like the Jamie Foxx Electro, well, they redid him. The fans didn't
I
really like the Dane DeHaan Hobgoblin.
no, I didn't. I
Maybe
didn't
they
like. I
redid
didn't
him.
like. Yeah, I didn't like him as Green Goblin. I didn't mind Franco or it's a JF name.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, James Franco. No, I didn't mind Jamie Foxx's Electro. The only thing that bothered me about it was the fact that it sounded like someone was tasing his vocal cords.
Yeah, it was the like the weird electronic speech, and I didn't like the blue.
Yeah,
I just didn't like the blue.
I
He looked too
didn't
much like Dr.
mind
Manhattan.
blue. Okay, yeah. See, now that you say that, the blue bothers me because I won't be able to watch that movie saying thanks. But no, I didn't like the dubstep voice. No. Remember when dubstep was a thing? Yeah, neither does anybody else. Okay, so
Hey, I listen to dubstep. You calm down.
I listened to dubstep in high school. I listened to it a lot, like a startling amount in high school. Everyone was like, "Oh, this music was big in high school." I listened to keyboard sounds in high school, and
It was like a solid 4-year span, and then everybody was like, "Ooh, EDM."
Yeah. I was talking to somebody's mine at work, and I was making jokes like, "You guys remember when dubstep was a thing?" And see, they didn't think it was funny, but I thought it was funny. Anyways, back to the trailer. Yeah, I will say though, I did like this Electro a lot better. Blue didn't bother me because I'd rather have a bad Electro than no Electro.
That's fair.
Because Electro's an interesting villain, but yeah, I didn't really care for the blue and then the jumpsuit and like the battery pack on his head or so. It was just kind of dumb. See, if it were me, I would have made him look like the Electro from the PS4 Spider-Man game. He just looked cool, like really cool. But yeah, we got Lizard, which I'm shocked they did Lizard. I really am. I mean, I guess rather Lizard than Eric Foreman Venom. I guess you'd rather get that one because that wasn't a really good. No.
Well, damn, Jackie, I can't control the Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's funny. That was just funny. But
Yeah, I
yes,
mean, honestly, there really wasn't like who was left, right? Like if you you pull Willem Dafoe,
maybe
Goblin.
Rhino.
Who?
I
You
mean,
telling me
maybe
you want
Rhino.
Paul Giamatti in a robot costume?
I want Paul Giamatti and everything because I love Paul Giamatti. So back up.
He had like 10, he had like 2 minutes of screen time. Let's not pull that one. Come on now.
I just like
But
Paul Giamatti.
since you mentioned Venom, I know that you haven't seen the Venom 2. Like you haven't
Yes.
seen Let There Be Carnage. I did, and I know I spoiled the post-credit scene for you earlier just for this
Which,
purpose.
yeah,
But
exactly for this.
spoiler warning, if you haven't seen Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, we're going to be discussing the end credit scene. It has nothing to do with the movie. Do with that what you wish. But he's in the MCU now. Like the
Yeah,
post credit
and
scene, like it literally showed him getting transported into the MCU, and it showed the video on the TV where J. Jonah Jameson was calling him a murderer for like the Mysterio stuff, and it was like it's the same video that played at the end of Far From Home. And
yeah,
so like they just like show up in this thing and the TV's on and that's playing and they're like, ooh, criminal, let's go eat him. Because that's what Venom does.
yeah,
So
yeah,
Venom is in the MCU. This is after Far From Home. So it is entirely possible that he is in this movie and they're just like, oh, you didn't see Let There Be Carnage, huh? You gonna learn something today.
yeah. I mean, my brother had called me earlier because he finally watched the trailer, and I was like, dude, really? You're just now watching it? But whatever. And he was telling we were talking about the Sinister Six. I was like, yeah, I mean, because there were two Mysterios. For those of you who know about Spider-Man, there was who was it? What was his name? I can remember. It's like not Garrett. It's Quentin Beck. There was
Yes, that
Quentin
was
Beck,
the
and
Jake
there was
Gyllenhaal.
yes, and then there was another one whose name I can't remember. It's slipping my mind right now. I want to say like William something or
Yeah, I'm googling it. Wikipedia's being slow.
something. I can't remember the name of the other Mysterio.
Uh,
But there were two Mysterios. So I was thinking it could have been that, but now that you told me about the end credit, yeah, it's Venom. It's gonna be Venom
yeah,
because Marvel and Sony want to make money, and they know if they put Venom in that, everyone's gonna buy every ticket ever.
yeah, like it. I think that it it definitely sets up well, but he sets up to be somebody that maybe switches sides, and
Yeah, because
so
well, apparently they are gonna do a I'm not sure if it was confirmed yet or if it's just rumor, but they were talking about doing an Agent Venom show for Disney Plus or something like that. So, or I just remember hearing Agent Venom project, so it could be for whatever.
yeah,
But that it could also be setting that up. I mean, look, fighting. There's a reason why the dude is who he is. He has a plan, and
he's had a
I'm
huge
excited
plan.
about it. Yeah, if this isn't just like a hey, we might do this later. It's like, oh, you don't understand. I have all the films until 2040 planned.
This man, has the Charlie Day, the room where he's like
The room and the strings.
with all the strings, and he's like, it's all connected.
he, he's got all this strings. Like, look, you don't understand. It's gonna happen, and this is gonna happen. If it doesn't, I'm gonna lose my mind. No, yeah. So yeah, it could be that. I mean, or like you had told me, maybe it's Miles.
Yeah, that was one that Gianna said that she was like, it kind of looks like the Miles Morales suit, and I was like, you're kind of right, and he's been mentioned in the MCU when they had Donald Glover make the appearance where they kind of insinuated that he was the Prowler, like they didn't show him in full costume
But
or
they
whatnot, but
all they did was
they
give
like
him
his name was the same name as the Prowler, and he made reference to a nephew who Miles is his nephew. So,
yeah.
like,
So I mean,
it's completely plausible that maybe there's a second.
I would love it because Miles Morales is just a really cool character, and it feels like it's about time to introduce him. because I think someone said Tom Holland didn't want to be Spider-Man forever. Hey, that's fine. I'll take Miles. Because I'll go ahead and tell you, I rewatched Spider-Verse again today just because I love that character.
And I
Put him
mean,
in the MCU.
technically, the Spider Verse pretty much is what's happening here. So like,
Yeah.
there's nothing that says that you can't have like one of those characters from the Spider Verse. Like, we could even get Spider Ham with John Mulaney back. Like, that could be a thing that happens. You don't
This can't
know.
this can't
We
this
won't
can't
know
get
until
any
it comes
weirder.
out. Yeah, like
This can't
we're
get
already
weirder.
dealing with all
It
the weird.
can get weirder.
Like,
Yeah,
so like
I
we
would love for
could
that.
we could have like a Gwen Stacy Spider Woman appearance. Like, you could have like a Miles Morales. You could have somebody. Uh, what's the future Spider Man? What's his name?
Um,
Oh, I can't remember
I
his
think it's
name.
Gabriel. Here I gotta find it, or if my mouse would work, that'd be cool. There
I
we go.
can't remember what the. It's like 20. It's like is it like 20 something 2089?
2099. It's
2099.
Miguel O'Hara or
Yeah.
O'Hara.
So like,
I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah,
you could have any one of these people show up that the only thing that I want to happen in this movie is I want the meme to be real,
the
where they all just point at each other and there's like, I just
that
want
would
like that
be
scene. Like, with if
that
Andrew and Toby are in this movie, I need that scene to happen.
if they don't, they wasted an opportunity. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, well, you do realize we have to do this. I mean, everyone's going to be like 8 layers of pissed if we don't do this.
Exactly.
But
Like, we were happy it was in Spider Verse. Imagine what we would give to see it in live action with all the Spider Men.
get Nicolas Cage wherever I go, the wind goes, and the wind smells like rain. I would die. That is so funny. It's
What's the also so the remember when we were discussing, like, when they first announced the name of the movie and they were talking about how it was going to go into Multiverse of Madness, and we were talking about how, oh, like, it's supposed to be like a big crossover thing. You remember how
yeah,
I said that I hope that they give Andrew Garfield the redemption arc
yes.
where he actually gets to save the girl?
Oh, I see where you're going. I
So
see
in the trailer, they
exactly where
had the shot of Zendaya falling down, and that didn't look like Tom Holland's suit.
it didn't. So it might
So
be.
what if it's actually Andrew Garfield that's reaching to, and they give him the redemption where he actually gets to save the girl this time?
That would be so amazing. It really would. I
I would like
mean,
to point out I called this like 6 months ago.
yes, he did.
Should have said spoiler warning, apparently.
Can confirm. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
I thought the trailer looked great. Like
oh, the
the
trailer was beautiful. What it feels like though, it doesn't feel like Otto is a bad guy.
Yeah, it's weird because like
It,
he kind of seems like he might be on the fringe where he only wants like his Peter, but like he doesn't really care about.
yeah, he doesn't care about this Peter or really anyone. It feels like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Like
Not to
he
mention the
understands
fact that
like
he stole the nanotech suit right off of Spider-Man.
yeah, which that just looked cool. It looked so cool. But I mean, that's what it feels. It feels like Otto isn't a bad guy. He's more of like that character that he's a bad guy. And he knows, and Peter and them even know, like, look, he could kill us, but right now we need his help. And I'm down for it because I've always been a huge Doc Ock fan. And if they're gonna make him out in this to not exactly be like just a villain, but be that like I don't want to say mentor or like that like wise character, who because Otto's very smart. He's very and they chose the perfect person to play him then, and they chose the perfect person to come back now.
I mean, it's at a time like where he still in the timeline of things, like he still just lost Iron Man,
Yeah,
and then the next person that he had to look up to turned out to be a bad guy.
yeah,
So it's like he really and truly, like, we never saw an Uncle Ben in this universe. So
right.
we've really never, like, the only person that we've seen, like, he's had Tony, and then he's had Quentin Beck. And like
Both are gone.
one was good and one was bad, but they're both gone. So
And
maybe
what the thing
that takes
about
the place of his Uncle Ben.
well, exactly, and the thing about Otto Octavius is through a lot of the stories, him and Peter have always had a good relationship. I mean, even in Spider-Man 2, you could see the friendship. And in the Spider-Man game, you could see they were work colleagues. He thought of them as family. That's why that game, everything that happened with Otto, I was like, no, all you had to do was not do that. I no, Otto, come on. But I really hope they explore that in this because that would be very interesting to see how they handle the Otto Octavius Peter Parker relationship with Tom Holland. I would really love to see that.
Oh yeah, is there anything else about the trailer you think we missed? Like
Um,
other than the obvious, like, there were a few jokes. You got to see more of the interaction with Strange and like the group. The Scooby Doo reference, that was
yeah,
hilarious.
I still love the I know a magic word. Please. That's just funny. But no,
And then like we got to see, I think it was what, like three different suits that Peter wore in this one.
yeah,
Because
you
there was like a
got the
black one, there was the one with the gold, and then there's the one that Doc Ock supposedly like stole. That was the
yeah,
nanotech.
there was the fully black one, which I guess it's got like gold. I saw the toys. I was at Walmart today. I guess like got like a gold kind of layering where the webbing
Hmm.
is. You got the nanotech suit, the Iron Spider suit, and I think the other one is the one that he built in the Quinjet in Far From Home.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I mean, that's
So
cool that we got to see like him in three different suits. Maybe there's more. Who knows?
hopefully, I mean, I don't know. I think it's cool that they're giving him kind of like magic because there was the part when whatever that like gauntlet or whatever group you could just see like the orange. Okay, what's Peter gonna do with that? And I'm down for it. But there is also one thing. If Venom is in this movie, that leads for it's not a big possibility, but the possibility is there. We might get a symbiote suit on Spidey.
Ooh,
If Venom is
think
there and
about
they don't
that.
do that, if they don't do that with Spider-Man, that's just kind of one of those things where it's really you didn't do that. You had a symbiote right there, and you didn't give Spidey the symbiote suit. So I
Yo,
don't know.
what if they go to start it and then like Toby Maguire's in there? He's like, "Hey, kid, you don't want to do that. I promise." He's like, I've been there, and it wasn't great.
Yeah,
Not
hey
great,
kid, look.
Bob.
Yeah, look. If you wear that, you're gonna dance in front of a clothing store, and everyone's gonna stare at you. So let's not do it, okay? And you're gonna tell someone they'll get the rent when they fix the door, and they never fix the door.
Oh man.
So many jokes to be made.
Yeah, I honestly, like, I can't wait. Like, we got 3 weeks.
Yeah, I can't wait either. I've been I've been patient for as long as I can. I need some more Spidey
Well, you're gonna get the Spidey,
because
the whole Spidey, and nothing but the Spidey and his villains, apparently.
I
With a
will
little Doctor
say,
Strange in there.
look, with all the, and I'm looking around just to make sure I'm telling the truth. Of all the Funkos I have more Spidey and Batman than I do anybody. I have 6, 7, 8,
Oh, he's getting on to two hands.
11, 12, 13, 14 Spideys. And I'm not even going to count the Batman because there's just a lot of them. I'm a Batman, or I'm a Spider-Man guy. I've been patient for as long as I can. I can't be patient anymore. All right. These 3 weeks are going to be murder for me. I'll go ahead and tell you though, I will request off for work so I can go see Spider Man. It's going to happen. I
I
mean, I
don't
should have,
blame you.
but no, but yeah, no. I mean, the trailer, like every Marvel trailer, was beautiful, and it gave you just enough to where you want more. And
Yeah.
and
And
that's
like I
one thing
feel like
Marvel.
there's so much that they're not showing us.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
and
clearly with the little Brazilian, leak where it shows Lizard getting hit by something that you can't see. So like clearly there's something that we're missing. And
yeah,
I
clearly
cannot wait to
there's
see
a
the full product.
yeah, clearly they edited some stuff. They did the same thing with the end game trailer. I
Hmm.
mean, and that's smart of them. They're going to show you what you want without showing you what you want,
Hmm.
and I'm down for it. I mean, Marvel can keep putting out these trailers, and I'll keep watching them. This trailer was beautiful. I mean, you even got like a little Willem Dafoe dialogue in there, which it brought me back. I was watching a video the other day, and it was someone looped the speech that Willem Dafoe gave Spider-Man in Spider-Man 1
Hmm.
with the, in spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they'll hate you, over the first trailer when, all the cameras and the
Yeah.
police and all that. It was so beautifully done, and it just makes you want more. This is going to be a long 3 weeks for me. It's going to be so long. But no, beautiful trailer. 100 out of 100. I'd watch it 1,000 more times.
It looks like as of right now the runtime is 2.5 hours.
It's
So
not too long.
so it's not quite like Endgame or Infinity War, but it is you getting a full movie.
It's going to be lengthy, and from what it looks like, there's a lot of story. So I think they're going to give you all the story where it doesn't feel like you're being cheated.
Yeah.
They're not going to sit there and go, oh, we need to cut this out for this. Marvel knows you're going to pay the ticket. You're going to sit in the seat. They're going to give you what you want.
Yeah, and if it's anything like we just watched Eternals, and like I remember watching watching the movie, and like I was like, oh my god, like I swear like at least 3/4 of the trailer was in like the first 20 minutes of the movie. It was wild. Like the way that they had the movie set up, like it wasn't at the same time in history, but like the way that they broke the movie up, like within the first 30 minutes, like you saw most of the trailer. Like the scene, like the scene where Kit was asking like, well, why did you help with Thanos? Like that was right there up at the front. The big shot with all of them, that was right there up at the front. The scene where the deviant was coming out of the ocean and like attacking the kid, that was right up at the front. Like, I mean,
well,
most of the trailer was right up there.
Let me ask you this, because I was wondering about this. Eternals, did it feel like it was an out of place movie, or did it feel like it was Guardians, like they're going to come back and they're going to be important later?
Oh, there's a setup for more, like already.
Okay. All right, well,
bro, the end credit scene for that movie. Oh my god,
who was it? What's
like
his name?
it's insane.
Blood Knight or
Black Knight? That's
Black Knight. Yeah. I heard about that. Someone put something on Facebook, and
so like they made references to it with without getting too much off topic, but they like made references to it without like throughout the movie, but like the end credit scene, like you see, like you don't see him in full get up, but like you see the sword. Like you see the sword, and like he's going to grab it, and oh my god, oh, it's something that I don't want to spoil. Like it's still in theaters, like I don't want to spoil.
That is one of those things. The second we can watch it, we're gonna watch it. But yeah, no, nothing else on the trailer. That trailer was beautiful. I'll watch it 1,000 more times, and it leaves me hungry for more.
Yeah,
and that's how you know it's a good trailer, because there's a lot of trailers you watch it and you're like, okay, I can wait.
The other thing that we didn't even talk about, when does that come out? So Morbius comes out in January.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, January 28th. What it says. Yeah, that's what it says. January 28th.
Okay.
So we saw Morbius, and
Yeah.
Um, we saw the what's his name?
Vulture.
Michael Keaton's character, Vulture. Yeah,
Vulture.
we saw Vulture and Morbius talking in the trailer, and we saw
Yeah.
so like we didn't even talk about the fact that maybe both of them are in it as well.
And, you saying that, I was going to also mention this. What if Scorpion's in it?
Yeah, like these are
Because
people that
Scorpion
we've
was at the end of
yeah
Homecoming, I believe,
yeah
right? Yeah.
because he was the one that was talking to
Yeah,
like
had the
they
neck tattoo.
yeah, so like he was talking to Vulture in prison, and they were kind of like insinuating, oh yeah, he's gonna be Scorpion now when he gets out. But like they like Peter was the one who like got him arrested in the first place because he was the one that
Yeah.
was involved with the ferry breaking in half.
Yeah. So, like you said, Vulture could be in it. Morbius could. I mean,
Like
Scorpion.
they've shown us like
A
five
lot of
people,
characters,
but there could be so much more that we
and
don't know about.
not to mention, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Is that his name? I
Silver?
think it's yeah. He's gonna be Craven. So there's another villain that could probably not be
Yeah.
in this,
Yeah, I wouldn't think that it'd be in this, but like
but still, if because
there's
I remember
so many.
Yeah, I remember at one point Sony was talking about bringing Tom Holland over to do some Spider-Man projects for them. This kid could do it for a long time. I hate that he might not do it, but he could do it for a while because they've given us so many characters. And if he decides not to, and he decides he wants to do his own thing, and they replace him with Miles,
Okay.
I mean,
why not?
Look, Spider-Man. I love Miles Morales. If they give us Spider-Gwen, give us somebody.
I have a feeling that even if he's not Spider-Man anymore, they're going to do something because they're going through a lot of trouble to set up the Young Avengers. So like
Yeah, I mean,
some
you
form
had
of Spider-Man. So you had God, who
Patriot. No, was it Patriot?
I can't remember his name, but it was
Isaiah Bradley's grandson.
He was. So you had him in the Falcon and Winter Soldier,
You got Kate Bishop,
in the Hawkeye show, which started today.
Ant-Man's daughter.
Yeah, you had
Is
Cassie Lang.
yeah.
So again, like you had yeah, it was Patriot. They showed us in WandaVision, you had Wiccan and Speed.
Yeah. You got
like there was technically a kid Loki in the Loki show, but like that doesn't necessarily mean anything. There's a couple of people who they could get to be like you had the kid from Iron Man 3 that like made the appearance in Endgame. Like why would like I get that it's an Easter egg to bring him back, but like why would you bring him back if you didn't have plans?
A plan.
Because like he fits that age range like that they're going for. Like
he fits that age range of being, I don't want to say the next Tony Stark, but someone to kind of be him but not be him. You know what I mean?
And they do have the Armor Wars show coming up for Disney Plus.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So there's something that's going to happen with that. They just announced that there was Kamala Khan for Miss Marvel. And they announced, I think that they had announced that there was going to be they were going to do Riri Williams for Ironheart in the Armor War show.
Oh yeah.
So like obviously like a Miles would fit that.
Yeah, Miles would fit
like
that.
some form of Spider-Man will be in it. We just don't know who.
I'm excited to see it, man. I really am. I mean, everything they've announced, I can't think of anything I wouldn't like. And of course, I keep seeing all of his. This might have shown how the mutants will come in. They've said that about the last 9 things. I'm pretty sure I read something the other day that said Hawkeye might show how mutants come in. I'll go ahead and say right now, if they announce mutants in Hawkeye, And they literally had, what was the place called? In Falcon the Winter Soldier, that was supposed to be the mutant, like stronghold or whatever. The name right there on the tip of my tongue. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They literally had that in Falcon and the Winter. I'll go ahead and take
it. It was in Shang-Chi too. Shit.
Let's start with an M.
Oh crap.
I can't remember. It's gonna bother me if I don't figure it out.
I'm gonna Google it. Madripoor. There it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I started to like type in words associated with it. My brain was like, "Oh, you mean that you couldn't think of for the last 2 minutes?" Yeah,
but
Madripoor.
Yeah, they had that. They literally had that in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
If it was in Shang-Chi as well.
My point: if they announce mutants in Hawkeye, I'll be excited, but I'll be 38 hot.
Hawkeye, no, but I can see like Multiverse of Madness, yes.
Yeah.
But I did see where they were saying, like, somebody was speculating that maybe the Hawkeye show is where we get the Wilson Fisk.
I saw that too, and I would love to see it. We're definitely going to watch that and this is supposed to be Jeremy Renner's last run as Hawkeye, right?
Maybe.
Did they say anything?
I'm not sure. I don't know. That would be something that when we go over the Hawkeye, we can look up.
Yeah, which we should be doing that sometime this week. But
assuming you watch it, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 You have all reason to say that. But no. Yeah. Trailer.
Yeah, like let us know like what your favorite parts are, what you're most excited about. If there's any questions you have about it, leave them in the comments, we can answer them. But like tell us like your favorite part, like who you were most excited about seeing that you didn't get to see in the first trailer. Like we'll be happy to give some banner back and forth with that, because I know we're both really excited for this movie.
Oh, I am so excited. I really am. But yeah, we try to make this a little shorter episode. We both kind of went on tirades. It's probably a little longer than we wanted to, but we're still figuring that part out. But
we do tangents very well.
we do. I think every episode I get on one and you get on one, and then we're just like, okay, we need to. But yeah,
rein that thing back in.
Yeah, just. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Like I said, I apologize for the absence for as long as we had. Like I said, this year was crazy, but we're back. We're well rested. We got plans, and you guys are going to see the outcome of those plans. So, do you have anything else to add, my friend?
No, just like I said, comment, different, what you liked about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share it to your friends. Maybe if they want to, if they have any questions, just send them the video, see if we answer them, whatever.
Oh, yeah. But this was Nerd the Word. I am Josh.
I'm Jeff.
And thank you all for watching, and may the force be with you.
And this is the way.